As we stand before the imposing Château de Brissac, its weathered stone facade seems to whisper tales of a bygone era. This ancient fortress has borne witness to the rise and fall of dynasties, the birth of new ideas, and the brutal suppression of dissent. With a history spanning over 900 years, it's no wonder that whispers of malevolence have long surrounded this castle. Built in the 12th century by the noble family of Brissac, Château de Brissac was once the epicenter of power and intrigue in the Loire Valley. Its strategic location allowed it to control access to the surrounding countryside, making it a coveted prize for both friend and foe alike. Over the centuries, the castle has changed hands numerous times, with each new owner leaving an indelible mark on its architecture and history. However, there's one event that stands out as particularly egregious in the annals of Château de Brissac's dark past. In 1574, Catherine de' Medici, the infamous Queen Mother of France, arrived at the castle with her retinue in tow. Her presence was not without controversy, as she had a notorious reputation for ruthlessness and cunning. It's said that during her stay, she orchestrated a particularly brutal suppression of the French Protestant Huguenots, whose plight would eventually become a defining feature of the region. As we delve into the castle's history, it becomes increasingly clear that Château de Brissac has been tainted by some of the darkest events in European history. The whispers of malevolence seem to emanate from every stone and corner, as if the very fabric of this fortress is imbued with an otherworldly energy. Those who dare venture into its depths alone may soon discover that some secrets are best left unspoken. The Château de Brissac stands tall amidst the rolling hills of France's Loire Valley, its imposing facade a testament to the region's rich history and architectural prowess. With a storied past spanning over 9 centuries, this medieval fortress has borne witness to countless events that have shaped the course of European history. Built in the 12th century by Guillaume de Brissac, a nobleman from the nearby town of Angers, Château de Brissac was initially designed as a defensive stronghold against the relentless attacks of the Viking invaders. Strategically situated on a hilltop, the castle's imposing structure and sturdy walls were meant to protect its inhabitants from the ever-present threat of war. Over the centuries, the castle has undergone numerous transformations, with each successive generation adding their own unique touches to its architecture. The 15th century saw the addition of Gothic-inspired turrets and ornate stone carvings, while the 17th century brought forth the grand chateau that stands today, a majestic blend of Renaissance and Baroque styles. Despite its impressive history, Château de Brissac has been shrouded in mystery and terror for centuries. Many visitors have reported strange occurrences, from disembodied whispers to inexplicable drafts, while others have spoken of eerie apparitions and ghostly encounters within the castle's labyrinthine corridors. The most chilling accounts, however, come from those who dare enter the castle alone, unaccompanied by the watchful gaze of their fellow visitors. It is said that on certain nights, when the moon casts its silvery glow upon the chateau's stone facade, the very walls seem to whisper secrets to those brave enough to listen, secrets that have lain hidden for centuries, waiting to be uncovered by the curious and the foolhardy alike. The question remains, what is it about this abandoned castle that inspires such dark fascination? Is it the remnants of a long-forgotten tragedy, or perhaps the whispers of an ancient curse? One thing is certain, those who enter Château de Brissac unaccompanied do so at their own peril. As you wander through the crumbling halls of Château de Brissac, it's hard not to feel a sense of unease. The air is thick with the weight of history, and the whispers of the past seem to echo off the stone walls. But what exactly are these whispers telling us? Let's delve deeper into the mysteries that surround this forsaken castle. One of the most striking features of Château de Brissac is its unique architecture. Built in the 12th century by Geoffrey III, Count of Guienne, this fortress was designed with a specific purpose: to protect the region from invading forces. Its imposing walls and strategic location made it an impregnable stronghold, and for centuries, it remained a symbol of power and prestige. But as time passed, Château de Brissac's fortunes began to wane. The castle changed hands numerous times, with each successive owner leaving their own mark on the structure. In 1553, it was acquired by the powerful Marquis de Brissac, who embarked on a grand renovation project. Unfortunately, this endeavor would prove to be his undoing. Rumors abound of the Marquis's untimely demise, which some claim was orchestrated by none other than Catherine de' Medici herself. This infamous queen, notorious for her ruthless tactics and cunning politics, had long been eyeing Château de Brissac as a potential stronghold. Was she behind the Marquis's downfall? Some believe that the whispers we hear today are the echoes of his ghostly spirit, still seeking justice. As we continue our exploration, we stumble upon a series of cryptic inscriptions etched into the walls. These ancient carvings seem to hold secrets and stories of their own, whispering tales of love, loss, and tragedy. The more we uncover, the more we realize that Château de Brissac is not just an abandoned castle, it's a vessel for the region's darkest history. Theories abound about the true nature of these whispers. Some believe they're nothing more than the result of the castle's unique acoustics, while others claim they're evidence of paranormal activity. One thing is certain, those who dare to enter Château de Brissac alone often report experiencing inexplicable phenomena, unexplained drafts, disembodied voices, and an unsettling sense of being watched. Is it mere coincidence, or are the castle's secrets deliberately shared with those brave enough to venture in? The truth, much like the whispers themselves, remains shrouded in mystery. As we delve deeper into the abandoned Château de Brissac, it becomes clear that its history is not just a testament to the region's architectural prowess, but also a reflection of the darker aspects of human nature. The castle's labyrinthine corridors and musty chambers whisper secrets to those who dare enter alone, revealing the darker truths that lie beneath its grand façade. The castle's original owner, Jacques de Brissac, was a man shrouded in mystery and controversy. A 15th-century nobleman known for his cunning and ruthless ambition, he built the castle as a symbol of his family's power and influence. But at what cost? The Brissacs were notorious for their involvement in the French Wars of Religion, with Jacques himself accused of ordering the massacre of thousands of Huguenot protesters. It is said that the castle's design was inspired by the architecture of medieval prisons, with its narrow windows and towering walls intended to confine and control. Some claim that it was even used as a secret dungeon during the Reign of Terror, where suspected dissidents were subjected to unspeakable torture and suffering. Today, visitors to Château de Brissac can still walk in the footsteps of these troubled souls, their whispers echoing through the empty halls. The castle's grandeur is now tempered by an air of melancholy, as if it too is haunted by the weight of its own dark history. Architectural historians have documented numerous anomalies within the castle's design, suggesting a deliberate attempt to create a sense of unease and disorientation. Some argue that Jacques de Brissac himself may have been inspired by the medieval concept of architecture of fear, where builders would incorporate subtle yet unsettling elements into their designs to intimidate or demoralize intruders. While these claims are still speculative, they add another layer of intrigue to the castle's already complex history. As we continue to explore this abandoned fortress, we begin to realize that Château de Brissac is not just a relic of the past, but a living embodiment of the darkest aspects of human nature, and it whispers secrets to those who dare enter alone. As we delve deeper into the castle's labyrinthine passages, a sense of unease begins to settle over us. The air thickens with an almost palpable malevolence, as if the very walls are watching our every move. We've been warned about the Château de Brissac's dark past, but nothing can truly prepare one for the weight of history that hangs heavy here. The castle's most infamous occupant was none other than King Francis I himself, who ruled France from 1515 until his untimely death in 1547. It was during this period that the Château de Brissac underwent a series of grand renovations, transforming it into the majestic stronghold we see today. Yet, despite its regal splendor, the castle's atmosphere remains heavy with foreboding. Legend has it that King Francis I was not only a ruthless leader but also a man consumed by his own dark ambitions. His obsession with power and wealth led him to make pact after pact with forces beyond our understanding. The locals whisper of an otherworldly presence that still lingers within the castle's stone walls, waiting for its next victim. We've heard whispers of strange occurrences from previous visitors, unexplained noises, eerie visions, and even claims of being touched by unseen hands. While some might dismiss these tales as mere fantasy, I dare say there's something